narrative around Hindi cinema is ki it's a hit and a miss. So I was talking to this straight guy who said to me,
You should name him, I think.
he said not to be named.
We get named, why don't name them also? Kami naam de do.
So he said that we need to cater to core India. Our heroes need to have more testosterone.
What?
Yeah,
That sounds odd.
it does. No, but Ayushmann and Rajkummar, I want to ask you, you built careers on men who are not exactly high testosterone. You know, they are
But
fumbling
Drishyam,
men.
I don't think so. Ajay sir is playing a guy who's got such high
Testosterone.
testosterone.
Correct. But
Well said.
he's
Yeah.
generalized. You know, he's generalizing here. But he says ki, you know, films like Neerja or Queen will not be the great hits that they were anymore. We need these kind of very, very sort of larger than life men on screen. What is your response?
I think
to
it's a
that?
very patriarchal way of thinking.
Of course it is.
And
but is it the
I
reality?
think every month, 2 months, 3 months, the conspiracy theories are changing.
Yeah.
Like
Nobody
before Drishyam,
knows.
they were like before Drishyam, they were like remakes तो चलेंगे नहीं.
Yeah.
Drishyam ने prove wrong कर दिया. अब कुछ और होगा बोल रहे love stories आने रही हैं. अब एक love story आएगी चल जाएगी ये तो ये भी चल रही है.
Dulquer's love story
Exactly.
was a blockbuster.
Like Hindi की बात कर रहा हूँ. But
Right.
yeah, it was a blockbuster.
Yeah.
So every 3 months, some person comes out with a disruptive content and nails it. And it's happening. Like Kantara, छोटी picture है लेकिन it's done really well.
Yeah.
So लोग कह रहे छोटी picture नहीं चलेंगी. Visual experience चाहिए वो चाहिए. So I guess it's about how engaging the content is.
Yeah.
Good is not good. It has to be great.
Yeah.
The trigger, the usher towards theaters, I think has to be great. Good is not good enough. नहीं तो OTT पे देख लेंगे वो. So I think it's very encouraging. There's also I think opportunity in adversity. Like we can just push our boundaries. We are recalibrating, and I think we will be there.
Yeah.
हंस क्यों रहे थे?
Janhvi wants to say something.
Please go for it.
No, I don't know why this straight man statement has agitated
Straight
me.
man.
No, Janhvi, it agitated me too. And I was just
Yeah.
like, what are you saying? And
It should be high estrogen. Why high estrogen?
I would love
Gangubai
that.
Gangubai, high
I
estrogen.
was just going to say how
Exactly.
come Gangubai did well.
Because, so here's the explanation. It's always, it's a Sanjay Leela Bhansali.
Yeah, which we spoke about
Yeah.
the last time, you know, because if a
Deep breaths,
woman-centric
deep breaths.
film does well, then it's a director's credit.
Correct.
Speak brown paper bag.
And this is ridiculous.
Or maybe she's exhibiting testosterone-ish quality.
You know,
Quality.
the
Or there's
masculine
sex,
energy.
yeah,
The masculine
yeah,
energy
yeah,
at the
yeah.
face.
Yes,
Yeah.
Janhvi.
Can I
Janhvi.
tell you, I really think, ma'am, from my limited experience and my novice point of view, I don't think when anyone is giving out these theories, I don't think anyone knows what they're talking
Yeah,
about.
exactly.
Especially in this environment, I think the one thing that these films that have worked and resonated with people have in common is that they are telling someone's truth, even if it is a remake. If the maker has a conviction and has an original perspective, then it's working. Like Kantara, for example, it's a story that he's lived. I mean, he's familiar with the space. It's the character, everything that he was explaining about it. I'm sorry, I'm really hyper, but I feel very passionately about this. And I really think that when you make something with conviction and honesty, that's what resonates with people because people want to see truth on screen. I think that's the purpose of what we're making. So whether your truth or what you want to make with conviction is songs and dances and comedy, then that's fine and that'll resonate with people too as long as it comes from a place of honesty. I'm done.
No, but and
This was
I'm also
like a
very,
long point. Monologue.
I'm also agitated
That's
and
all
I
you
have
are.
to say that this, I feel this critic is a misogynist.
Yeah.
And
Not a critic. Trade
sorry,
person.
trade person is a
He's Anu's good
misogynist.
friend, by the way.
And it's okay. I still believe he is.
She meets people of all kinds.
Also, you know, we've worked so hard
Yeah.
as women to have a certain standing today where we're headlining films. More and more actresses are doing that. And I love how post-pandemic, because the men's films aren't working, they suddenly turn around and say that the women's films are therefore not going to work all the more. How ridiculous. What about Gangubai? I really want to say, what about Gangubai? It did more than most male-driven
films,
films.
No,
yeah.
I mean, what about Taboo this year?
Yeah, look
She's
at
part of the
Drishyam
two
by
biggest
Ashley
blockbusters.
Bhusbulaiya.
What a year.
Yeah. I agree. Listen, I'm just putting forth
I'm
what
sorry,
I
even
think.
I'm damn agitated.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
must tell us the name
No,
of
आप
the
उनको हमारा प्यार बता देना.
I think testosterone-laden films like Vikram Vedha, the action hero, full of testosterone.
No, I feel little bit what maybe
I
not in
wanna
his
ask
defense.
Larger than life, I
one
agree.
No, not in his defense. I think what he maybe was trying to say is that there should be more heroism in characters, whether male or female.
No, but
No,
he
no,
said
no.
No,
Testosterone.
he
He
said
used the word
and
testosterone.
Queen Tracy
Oh, he
said
said
no.
these
Yeah.
words.
Yeah, yeah.
And he
No,
said
I want to just ask you.
testosterone.
Yeah.
When you were making
It's over.
so many times, when you were deciding to do something, there will be so many people who have these theories and this knowledge, and they're gauging from past experiences or whatever, or like what industry trends and stuff. And they were, don't do it. Don't do it. Bad idea, bad film, bad role. Don't do it. Nobody's doing it. And I'm like, I want to do it.
Yeah.
But
And it will be proved wrong because nobody has a clue. Nobody has an idea as to what is going to work, not work. And I don't think any of us should ever approach films being like, this will work.
Yeah.
You know, that shouldn't be the operative word.
Yeah.
This state of flux is so wonderful. Yeah, we grew up on such formulaic films, no?
Yeah.
Like, you know, literally it was like A, B, C, D. Every second film was that. So now nothing sticks, and that's probably bad for commerce, but it's just great as actors and as great as content watchers. Yeah, it's fabulous.
But I'm saying if you're talking about commerce, I just feel with our industry, I mean the Hindi film industry, I feel that what happened, the disconnect. Because see, we can't sit here and say there's no disconnect. There is a slight disconnect with the audience, and I feel that also when I interact with other crowds from different stratas of society, is that we chased so many people. We chased like probably out of 10, we were chasing those 2 people who can buy that 500 rupee ticket. We were chasing those 2 people because ye log 500 ka ticket khareed sakte. But we ignored the 8 people who can buy the 100 rupee ticket. We did. Now this is just a commerce thing. I'm not saying that if you make it like that, you make it, you know, like that. You can make a great film even if you're making it for those 8 people. You can make a great artistic film also. But the film should get to them. They should like to watch it. Like with Jug Jug Jio, our film did extraordinarily well in multiplexes. That's where we got our number from, and we eventually tilted to becoming a success. You know, it's only because of those high-end multiplexes, not even multiplexes. The high-end multiplexes really took the business of that film and ran, and it took it to becoming a success eventually. But I think somewhere that film, even the director feels this and Karan feels this, we couldn't get in people in the single screens. Now why, what, I mean, but there was a miss. Eventually, like for me as an actor, I'm always trying to make that film which will appeal to everyone in the room. It's tough, but you want to try, but that's what like a Dangal does, I guess, you know.
Yeah.